All right, it was. I thought we had a good work day. Wednesday really big emphasis on third down situations. Trying to introduce red zone. Continuing to get a 2-minute situation. Rolling today. It was good to see guys competing. I thought we had good competition on both sides of the ball. You were still getting a lot of good on good work, just to keep the speed and guys that are pushing to define what their role is going to be come Saturday night. And I think we had great competition. It's good to see some guys that have been banged up, that have been out there, back out there. I thought Darien Williamson made a couple really nice plays today. You see his just his growth and potential that he has. Kay McDonald really did some good things. Seeing him back in action after being out for a little while, but I thought it was a good work day, and there's still some things we're gonna have to clean up, as we get into tomorrow and Friday. But I like the continued progression. I do want to make an announcement today. And unfortunately, we have a young man, Stephen Dix, is gonna be out for the year. Stephen's been a great player and teammate, in regards to the things that he's had to go through and the things that he's had to do to work and really respond to a lot of adversity that's shown up over these last few years. Played a ton as a true freshman. Last year was more in a limited role, and but I really like the growth that I've seen. And unfortunately, he's not going to be available here for this year due to injury. And so, it's one of those things that it's sometimes just a part of the game, but. It's going to continue to call on the guys that some of the younger guys. We've talked a lot about that linebacker group, but like guys like Omar Graham and Brennan Gant, they're going to have to continue to step up, and I'm seeing them respond and do that. And so, unfortunate for Stephen, but definitely looking forward to his future.
With a guy like Williamson, how good can he be if he's able to string together practices?
That's the thing that I want to see, and unfortunately he's been I think I mentioned at the beginning of fall camp, he was involved in a slight car accident that kept him for that first week, and really came out and had some incredible practices. Then was unavailable for a little stretch, and seeing him get back and really get back in the flow of it, continuing to make those plays. I mean, he's somebody we were really excited about coming. Whenever we got him, whenever we signed him, but we knew there would be a process in his growth, and just the things that we think he's capable of doing. He's starting to put on display, and he's an incredibly hard worker. You see just the overall improvement in his ball skills. You see, just the strength that he's been able to develop, how strong of a runner he is. He was great with the ball in his hands, but I thought he's provided glimpses of that, but we need the consistency.
Had a couple of plays today. How's he doing in the acclimation process?
Yeah, he's doing great. It was. I know we talked about it, a few weeks ago, just how hard that transition is to come in, after camp's already started, a weekend, newcomer, but he has a lot of experience, and I thought he was a guy that absolutely flashed today, with more opportunities and a chance to impact. What that's going to look like on Saturday, we'll see, but defensively and in special teams, he's really putting in a lot of work to prepare himself to be able to get out there and play. So I liked watching him compete today.
You mentioned competition on the offensive line on Monday. What have you kind of seen from them this week, and what are you looking for on Saturday?
It's been a good week. There's we try to throw a lot on them here, especially in week one. Just the variety of looks that we could see. You can go back and you can watch every game from this last year, whether it's the defensive coordinator or watching that came from Cal U. You watch all of Duquesne to get a sense of the personnel, who they're going to be going against, and then you really have no clue of what to expect, based off how that transition is going to go. So we tried to throw a lot at them, present a lot of different looks, and so it's just that consistency and communication, and guys competing to be able to execute at that consistent basis.
Do you have an ideal number rotation for wide receivers when you start the season? You probably don't want to play 9 consistently.
No. But guys that can impact, and to be able to keep guys playing at an elite level throughout the course of the game. We want them we want to play with tempo. We want to be able to play fast, and if you're snapping the ball 85 times. And all of those guys that are in the rotation, have an impact on special teams as well. I mean, I think you got a chance to really be a very solid group. And yes, you're going to have guys that emerge as go-to guys, but ultimately, I mean, you're going to be a go-to guy when the ball's coming to you. So you have to be on point. You have to be be focused on those little things and details, and you got to make plays when you get the opportunity. In my coaching career, I'd say probably closer to 7 of that's real. I mean, but if we have 9 and some guys can help in different phases, so be it. That's not a bad thing.
So you might have, and you probably think you will going into this game, guys that aren't necessarily even on the 2 deep that will be on the field for you to receive.
Oh, I would absolutely. I fully expect that. And you never know how it's going to play out, but. I feel very confident in the depth that's been developed at that group and the way those guys are working. And now with whatever the opportunities are, they're going to get a chance to show exactly who they are and what they're all about. And guys will get more and some guys will get less.
Last one. One guy who wasn't on the depth chart on Monday was Ja'Kai Douglas. I guess how has he done this preseason? He's somebody who's capable of helping out.
Yeah, Ja'Kai's done a great job. Just in his growth. Playing receiver, getting into the backfield. Got banged up a little bit in one of the scrimmages, so he's not going to be available here this week. We feel that he'll be back soon, but it's one of those just unfortunate things that he did get banged up, and obviously that's why he's not on the depth chart.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.